Happy Saturday, everybody. I hope everybody's having an amazing weekend and kind of gearing up for the holidays and all of the festivities. I had a great question come in this week, and it was centered around productivity. I figured this would be a pretty good topic for us to talk about today. So the question was, how do I increase an employee's productivity? And if they aren't producing at a high level, when do I terminate them? That's a fair question. I think that's a really good question. And so first and foremost, I like to build great leaders. I think it starts with the leadership. It starts at the top and it kind of trickles down. And so I like to challenge leaders to see if they're doing everything that they could potentially be doing to make the situation better. And so I'm going to put this question back on you, or back on us actually, as leaders, and I'm going to ask a few qualifying questions to see if we can make this make sense. So the first question is, do you have the appropriate documentation in place? So do you have job descriptions that outline your employees' duties and responsibilities? That way they understand what they're expected to do day in and day out. So that's the first question. Question number two is, do you have SOPs in place that outline the steps to completing the daily tasks? So that's going to be vital because you're holding somebody to a standard that they may or may not understand completely. Step number three, do you set aside time to meet with your team and go over any measurables or any objectives that you have in place for these individuals? And do you kind of set timelines and expectations as to when these things should be completed? So I think that's very important too. My last question is, do you provide regular feedback to your employees and kind of let them know when you see opportunities for improvement, but also let them know when you're doing a really good job? If you aren't doing those things, as a leader, you're wrong. You're completely wrong. You're out of pocket. And so I don't want you to, feel bad or fret over it. I would say if you have questions regarding those things, please feel free to reach out to me. This is what I do. However, I would say you definitely want to get these types of things implemented, in your business, so that way you can actually properly gauge somebody's output fairly before you want to make a decision on employment. The other thing I would say is, if you say, hey, Ray, I'm doing all of that, I got all of these things in place and this person just isn't, stacking up, or they just can't get it done, please feel free to reach out to me, regarding those types of things also, because I can definitely walk you through next steps. So I've given you guys some homework. Like I said, if you have any questions or concerns, please reach out to me. I'm here. This is what I do. Outside of that, you guys have an amazing Saturday and happy holidays to everybody.